In order to get to Boo Boo Lake, it takes a hike. A steep, mile-plus long hike. The unmaintained trail is a little hard to follow, but it's something my guide, Jeff Ziller, has done before.
How often do you ever get up here to Boo Boo Lake?
I actually get to visit this place about every other year from the air.
So you've only seen it from the ground?
From the ground, though?
Once.
It's a different number.
We'll make it twice.
Now it's going to be twice, if we make it up to the top.
What do you mean, if?
The first half of the climb is a pretty steep one before it finally levels out.
If Boo Boo Lake is on your to-do list to go fish at, just be prepared for about 1,000-foot elevation climb before you get there.
Almost there. All we have to do is hike right up over this little ridge here and we'll be there. There's a lake, I hope, on the other side of it.
Don't worry, we did find it.
Well, there is some green water. And this is always the joy of getting up here and finding a wet spot in the middle of a dry forest. This is Boo Boo Lake.
So what is Boo Boo Lake? Well, it's a small 2-acre lake that at its deepest point is about 18 feet. And it is full of trout.
Oh, that's one of our little cutthroat. This is the last of the Hackelman cutthroat that we have. They're just gorgeous fish. And it is what we call a very productive lake.
It's so productive thanks to an Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife trout stocking program.
On the odd years, we stock somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 or 400 lakes in the Cascades with a helicopter. That's the whole Cascade Range. So I'm Jeff Ziller. I am the district fish biologist for the Upper Willamette District for the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. Yeah, it's just so quiet. We didn't go that far, and yet we got away from all of the noise.
For more than a century, ODFW has been stocking High Cascade lakes with trout, a tradition that provides additional fishing opportunities for those that hiked up the mountain.
From the air, a lot of these lakes look alike.
In 1963, fish biologists had planned to have a pilot stock another lake just north of here.
The only directions they had were a map and probably an aerial photograph so that they could take a look and say, well, yeah, that must be it.
The next year, the biologists came up to the lake to see if it'd be a good place to stock fish. Except they noticed fish already jumping.
And they're going, wait a second, this has not been stocked. And yet when they went out and they sampled it, probably with a rod like this, they found fish that were not native to Oregon in the lake. And so they said, oops, somebody made a boo-boo here and stocked the wrong lake.
And the name stuck. Today, Boo Boo Lake is home to 3 kinds of trout.
At the moment, we still have the Hackelman cutthroat, we have rainbow trout, and we have brook trout in here.
And in the hour we were there,
there is a fish.
Jeff felt bite.
Beautiful fish.
After bite.
Oop, I got one following it though.
After bite.
When stocking lakes, there were times that things did not go as planned. Jeff tells me that there were times pilots would fly over the lake, and they really just had like a split-second decision to pull that lever and drop the fish. And sometimes those fish wouldn't make it in the lake.
Oh no!
And would get stocked in the trees. So yeah, some boo-boos were made beyond Boo Boo Lake.
Rest in peace, little fishy. So how many miles is it to get up there?
About a 1.5 mile hike up. It took us about an hour to get up there.
Okay.
And then obviously, it takes a little less to get down, about 45 minutes to get down.
It really looks peaceful up there. I like it.
So
the story was
peaceful.
not just about the destination. You took us through the journey, Devon.
I did.
And for that, we appreciate you.